Robots have lived in our imagination since ancient times. The idea of a being that can increase our capabilities is permanently at our service, and it makes us dream of a utopian future. Imagine a world where the human being is fully dedicated to living and leaves all the work in the hands of these artificial creatures. How long will it take for us to get to that point? Perhaps robots are already changing our lives without us even realizing it. This intro clip you're watching, for example, was created by the latest AI technology. Using advanced algorithms, they have been able to give me a human look and a voice. These and other topics we talk about in this interview. We have divided it into short segments for your convenience. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more content.
Well, I'm interested in the whole evolutionary arc of robots. I mean, first we imagine them in sci-fi.
Yeah.
Right? And what was that? The day the Earth stood still, you had Klaatu had a personal robot. What was his name? Gort? And he was the bodyguard, right? And so no sensible alien would dare go to space without their robot, right? Because for flesh is fragile, right? Life is fragile. Robots, machines, they're stronger. They can go into toxic environments. They can be where we can't be without air and space, right? They can do a lot that we can't do. They can go where we can't go. So I think that's interesting. You had Star Wars where, I took note of this, the sensible, helpful robot R2-D2, he looked like a shop vac.
Yeah.
But he was the smart one. The human-looking robot, C-3PO, he had those annoying human personality traits. They gave him the human look and the human personality. Yeah. Here's the guy you can't stop talking to, right? Ask him any question, and he's going to give a very interesting answer. And you can go on and on for hours.
Hi,
so
Michael.
We had to invite him here today.
Well, you're very
because really,
gracious.
We love to talk to people who are in the trenches doing and bringing and changing the future.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Let's take a moment and step back and look into the future and how that will impact on society. And you mentioned Klaatu, one of my favorite movies, The Day the Earth Stood Still. I can remember him coming off of the spaceship, and when our visitor was shot, obviously first human reaction is to shoot everything. Okay, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we're wiser than that when the actual moment comes. But the fascination with this goes back even further, and if we could arguably say that Frankenstein was the first robot. Because in reality, she didn't have machines or the concept of mechanical devices to assemble, and so she basically assembled a being out of the biological components that she could gather that were inanimate, and then created a creature infused with electricity, interestingly enough, and a variety of other things to become mobile and be animated. Then it goes then in movie. In film, the first representation of a robot, the first iRobot, was in a 1917 silent movie by a German director, and where you'll see the image of the robot, which is a female, and it looks exactly like the one that Tesla wants to build, and Elon Musk announced. And there's very little difference, and this is 1917. Our fascination, and I think we all will admit to this, extends for a very, very long time. And it is actually integrated into the anthropology of humanity. And I think
I can take you back to the Paleolithic caves, and there you have bison, human hybrids, or the Lion Man statue, you have a lion who's also a man, hybrids. And now we can have artificial knees and shoulders and hips, organs, and who knows what. So that long integration.
So this has been going on for a very long time. So now the question is now we've achieved the ability to actually develop these devices in a more sophisticated way and to give them some intelligence. The word artificial is a great word because the intelligence so far, even from the most sophisticated supercomputers and cloud computing solutions, Google is among the leaders in that, obviously, have still not achieved the level of intelligence that we really need for these things to be able to do what we need them or would like them to do.